handicraft, such as wood cutting house for wood cows. Fishermen's boat always built by the shore. Those people knows the current movement and the right time to set up the traditional fishing trap. It's called Mbaniika. The rates woven together in water resistant creek are called mint. And it is sort of a circle, big one like that. The antlers bend in an angle. When the fish enters in high tide, they don't have the chance to return. So low tide, fishermen came and took the fish away. The temple or the priest quarters in Boriclo, some were 70 foot high. From the temple, the priest conveyed the messages to the people. And the chief's house is always the largest building in the village. Building those two houses in the olden days, lots of people have to be killed, not to be eaten, offered to the gods, sacrifice. Cutting the four corner posts of the temple chief's house, thousands of them were killed. Lowering the post of the temple chief's house, 6 foot down, people were sent down to the pit, 3 or 4 men holding hands together. Imagine that is one of the posts. To hold the post secure by the directive of the craftsmen, big rocks like that are thrown in between. They were rammed together, crushed to death, building the temple, the chief's house. Same principle applied to the launching of the double hull canoe called Nandrua. Join those two pieces together, they'll be double hull canoe. 100 foot long, each could carry 300 warriors. Human bodies laid out on the path over which double hull canoe will be launched to the sea. 800 meters, 900 meters. How many bodies? How many people? In the olden days, it is an honor for the people to give themselves, mostly commoners. There's not enough volunteers. Praised as there was because a lot of trouble was in the early days. All those were human sacrifices, picture forced marriage came to an end. What are you going to witness this morning? The only living legend still performing in Fiji. So let's get ready for the big showdown. Are you ready for the show?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
We'll start off with the legend of that fire working. Some hundreds of years ago, 600 years ago, 200 years ago, in the island of Mbanga outside Suva, the capital of Fiji, in the mountain village called Navakasese, that is the home of the Sawau tribe, where the fireworking begins. In that village of the Sawau tribe live an old man named Ndrende, 70 to 80 years old. Mr. Ndrende usually entertained the villagers with his legend of past event, a storyteller. It is customary for the villagers to present a gift to this very special person. A lot of people went to the sea to get the seafood, to the plantation, fruit crops, coconuts, wild yams and fruits. A warrior named Tuina Ivingalita preferred freshwater prawns and eels, so they went fishing inland, starting off in the morning at 9 a.m. till 2 in the afternoon. By that time, they have caught a very huge eel. They happen to be the size of the palm trees. That is the owl spirit at the beginning of the firework. They've caught the eel while start pulling the eel out of the mud. Before that, they've saw that weird things, topple and burn bones in the hole. They knew this is something different, it's not a fish. They caught the eel while pulling the eel out of the mud. One of the men said, "Kill the eel and present it to the storyteller." Suddenly the eel, the owl spirit, spoke to the fishermen. They were very surprised. They very confident. Threatened them, told them, "Don't kill me today. I'll blast you and make you to be the greatest warrior in Fiji." They look at themselves, they say, we really don't need them. Why should we? We have wars, we had wars in Fiji. Made so many offers, still they refuse. Knew he's going to die. Make the last plea. Told them, listen very carefully. If you men spare my life today, just spare my life today, I'll blast you and make you to be the first man in Fiji, even in the world, to walk on those hard stones. It is our pleasure to introduce you the Ndakuimbanga fireworkers of Fiji. Let's give a big hand for the fireworkers, two of them running to start the blowing of the corn shell on the way to mark the beginning of the show. Now enters the village and is the high priest. That is how some of the high priests in Fiji dress in their own day. Some of the high priests wear turbans with a long gun around his neck. He possesses those powers to walk on those hard stones, seated on the rock. Followed by the high priest, white men, leading the way. The gentleman will be in charge of the preparation of the fireworking this morning. Wears a necklace from the mother of pearl. High priest, white man looks around the lava pit, checking that everything is ready. They could start the preparation of those fireworking today. Now he approaches the high priest, asking permission. And the high priest slowly nodded him. Let's begin the preparation of the fireworking. That is the call for the fireworkers to run in and start dragging with those leftover burning logs with the help of two poles attached at the end of the pole is jungle vine coral wildlife. When they lit the fire below this morning about 3 a.m. they will keep on adding firewoods on top. They needed to reach the stand of the stones to be well heated. Fireworkers have to act in the owl spirit way. You notice more than one man dragging along instead of a man to along. They are on the opposite way of life. This big drop, only one person could carry, but small one, 3 or 4 people. And they're doing what the owl spirit told Twin Evangelista with this man. I have given you this to walk on those hot stones. Remember very carefully, there is only one rule to follow that before walking those hot stones. And this is it. All married men participating in the fireworking 2 weeks before the event, they don't have to sleep with their wives. They all went in a big bowl like that, cover tasting going on, calling all the owl spirits from every direction. After the fireworking, they return to their home and sleep with their loved ones. No large type of banana called vundio plantain, coconuts and crayfish. That rule came to an end in the early 80s. Today, before they doused the fireworking, the man in charge of the preparation has the mother of pearl necklace. He's the direct descendant of those early fireworkers. Just say a little prayer to the Almighty, lit the fire, they can just open those hot rocks straight away. Balambala is the call to bringing the long fern stock carried by all the fireworkers and decorated with gallon or salusal. That is also the carrier for all those elf spirits, ladies and gentlemen, children, at that very particular moment, all those colorful elf spirits hanging up to the long fence. It is carried aside to allow them to remove all those garments from the long fence stock to be placed beside the high priest on the rock already. Then that long fence stock will be carried back over the lava pit. And the long jungle vine has been brought in by one of the fire workers, and it's time for them to separate those hot rocks. With the help of a couple of poles, they'll put that long jungle vine on top of those hot rocks. They'll stick the poles in between those rocks, in front of the jungle vine. Both ends will pull, all those rocks will be separated.
Couldn't work. How far will be there? That's a pub. Already.
Oh, what's my name?
What is it?
Long fence stock is carried aside. Jungle one is taken away because they have reached a very important stage of the fireworking. Now they are trying to place those hot rocks in a very good secured position. From the directive of the man in charge of the operation told them to choose 3 or 4 big ones to be placed right in the middle of the pit and the rest on the sides next to each other. And they have to check properly that the sides and the underneath of big rocks to be well packed. When they start working those hot rocks, nobody killed or fall over the lower pit. So before they start working across the lower pit, long fence stock carried by those fireworkers, carry of the elf spirit will be carried and placed on top of those hot rocks across the pit. Man seated on the rock, the high priest will step on one end, the long fence stock, balambala, tap it 3 or 4 times, thus letting fall hundreds and hundreds of elf spirits in the lower pit, covering every inch hot rocks. So when they walk in those hot rocks, they're actually walking on the backs of hundreds of elf spirits.
I don't think right they'd have 3rd-degree burns. What?